All right, like I warned you many times, after business hours on Fridays, that's when big geopolitical events can happen. And one did. The joint operation that Israel and the US have done against Iran. So there was a strike on Iran. Looks like they're expecting it to be a multi day, not multi week, but we're not sure what's ever going to happen. And when there's uncertainty, it's always good to get a rate lock just in case. Now, clearly, the oil markets were tipped off because yesterday, before the strike even happened, the oil futures started going up. Once again, lots of people get information ahead of time that you do not. You are not in that club. But if you do watch the markets, you can kind of figure out what's going to happen next. Speaking about the markets, it's very important to remember that financial markets are closed on the weekends, but tokenized markets like Bitcoin are open. So Bitcoin has already done an action downward with some leveraged short positions being sold, but then reclaiming some of their losses today. But also tokenized gold. So the gold markets aren't open until Monday, but tokenized gold is open all weekend because it's 24/7 exchange. So we're seeing some increases in tokenized gold prices there because of this strike. Now, the futures market opens tomorrow. And of course, normal markets open on Monday. So we're going to see how the bond markets react, and that'll have an effect on whether or not you'll see any changes in fixed rates. We did get a lot of economic data this week about Canada's GDP coming out, not too good, but we still want to keep an eye on this because oil really runs everything. So we want to keep an eye on that. So like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, get your precautionary rate locks in. If you're early renewing, discuss it with your lender to see what they can offer you if you do have a higher interest rate now than the interest rates being offered on the market today.